Hello, guys. You're welcome to Lumote's podcast, and today's episode promises to be an exciting one. Exciting and educative, of course. And I'm your host, Nana Bewa, and I have with me here a guest, a long-time friend, which I would like you to introduce yourself. Please, the floor is yours.
Hi guys, it's your girl Ikea Papi B.
Okay, you're welcome to Lumote's podcast.
Thank you.
All right. So, Akia, as we were discussing, do you think that a person should depend on anyone? You know, do you also believe that our journey of life, we need people to get on top?
Exactly, but don't depend fully on them.
Then how do you get there?
No, that's learning from them.
Okay.
And then trying to learn from your past experiences and mistakes.
Okay.
Do you get me? But don't depend fully on someone.
Okay.
Yeah, unless
Partially.
God. Even the Bible states it.
Exactly. But then I believe you should trust people some way, somehow.
But don't trust people fully.
Fully.
Yeah, that's when
You have a lifetime story.
broken heart will come in. If I'm to share it, it will not finish.
No, break it. I mean, make it very short. No. Make it very short.
I can't break it.
Oh, you can make it short.
No.
Have you ever had a lifetime experience where you were truly disappointed?
Yes.
Was it job vacancy? Was it relationship? What was it?
It was traveling issues.
Traveling issues.
Yeah.
Tika podcast you can mean now no
Come home.
Kauko.
Can be very online.
Wow, but seriously, so it has once happened to you before.
Oh, not
So
once.
are you drawing your decision from that?
Not once, not twice.
Really?
Yeah, like 3 times.
The same traveling
Yeah.
issue?
Yeah.
Anyway, how though?
So I'm like, maybe that's not my path. Let
Mm-hmm.
me go a different way.
Has this make you not to believe in human again? I mean, people.
No, not that. It's like everybody and their path in life.
Mm-hmm.
I can't compare mine to yours.
Okay.
Maybe you just pass through this corner and then you meet your success.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe mine isn't that way. Maybe mine is a bit longer, but it will eventually come to pass. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So talking of dependency, do you think a man or a woman should depend on a man or a woman in a relationship? Take it any relationship, whether friends, whether lovers, whether marriage, whether work. Do you think people, male or female, categorically, should depend? Like you and I are in a relationship.
Okay.
Should I mostly depend on you, count on you
Okay.
in my doings?
When you say count, it's different from depending, I feel.
I mean, so no, depend. Let's use the word.
Depend.
Yes.
Okay.
I depend on you emotionally. I depend on you financially. I depend on you mentally.
It should be partially, not fully,
Not
depending on how your partner is. Do you get me? For instance, if I'm depending on you financially, and then let's say you are really good to do you get me? And I depend on you fully financially, and you don't have an issue with that. For instance, okay, I'm not working at the moment, so anything regarding money is just you.
Okay.
And that's quite reasonable. But I feel it's yet advisable.
To fully depend on the person.
No, don't fully, partially.
Partially.
Yeah.
Okay, let me give you a scenario. We are in a relationship.
Sure.
I went to work and I had this trouble at work.
Okay.
This trouble should be duly discussed, maybe probably to my boss, my immediate superior, or a person that I have at work.
Okay.
But then I could confide in you, so I depended on you
Okay.
to make my final decision at work.
Okay.
Do you think it's bad to depend on you that way?
It's not bad.
It's not
Meaning you believe I can help you solve issues. That's what relationships are for.
It's the same way with finance. It's the same way with mental.
But not fully.
Not fully.
For instance, you come to me and I tell you, say, what your boss did, go and slap him.
Hey.
Do you get me? And you go and beat your boss. Will you get a job?
No. But
So even after I'm helping you, you should use it.
you should use your brains.
Yes.
You highly believe a person shouldn't depend on any person.
No, you are getting me wrong. For instance, I'm not saying don't depend on people. Depend, but not fully. Okay, so you come to me for an advice, and then I tell you, go and do that. And then you just go and do exactly what I said.
Without applying any common sense.
Okay, I'm telling you, what did your boss do? Your boss shouted at you today and you feel really bad. You want to go and tell him, so, oh, what you did to me and I didn't feel. I'm like, when you just go there.
slap him. Catch us, oh, for us, I'm so.
And then you go, no, you go and do that.
Okay, what about finance? You see, before we set the camera rolling, you said this, that, money is a major thing in people's life, in human life. Talking about partially dependent on people, is it the same thing with money? So I'm giving you the same scenario again. We are in a relationship. I need money to maybe maybe I have 20,000. I need 10,000 to add up to clear some goods. Should I depend on you to accomplish that task?
If you can, then I'll come to you.
If I can, I should depend on you to accomplish that task.
Oh, the scenario you are giving right now, it means I already have something I'm doing. I only need your support at that moment.
No, I'm depending on you on this business.
Okay.
I need a 10 to clear.
Okay.
In the course of it, if there's another 5, I'm still counting on you.
Okay.
I'm depending on you to help.
Okay.
Along the line, there's another. I'm still depending on you to help. I mean, broadly.
Then what exactly is the person doing with the
money?
Business, like the business.
Well, like I said, maybe I sell microphones. Okay. Podcast microphones.
Okay.
I'm a cranioma.
Okay.
Okay. As a business, lucky. Can I piece bit.
Okay.
And I don't have anyone to run to depend financially.
Okay.
And you are my partner.
Okay.
Shouldn't I fully depend on you?
Oh, in that scenario, then yeah. In that case, you can depend on your partner. If he can.
No.
Then
or
he
she
should.
can. I want it to come for a female.
If he can or she can, then he or she should come through for you.
Okay.
But in a case whereby you're not doing anything for yourself, you are just there and you are like, everything should be on the pressing. I'm not saying that's wrong, but for me, I feel like everybody on this earth should have something you are doing for yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Something to do for yourself, so that in case people switch.
Not necessarily switching, but I feel your partner should come in to add up to your life. Like it should be a bonus.
Okay.
That person shouldn't be your root.
Wow, dating will be very fun. Not too much dependency, Why are you nodding in that silence?
And to what?
Yeah. So now I also want to know from you that talking about dependency. If a person should partially depend on someone, don't you think that it breeds mistrust? That let's say we are colleagues, we are at the workplace, we are at the same level, okay, just that we have chain of obligation.
Okay.
So I do something first, you finish it. It's a chain of obligation. If I depend on you to finish it and you don't finish it, don't you think that in the course of our work, it will compel me not to trust you any longer?
Okay, this is a line of job, so it's your duty. So if you don't come through, then let's say you are incompetent with your work.
Sense is speaking. Wow.
So it's different to me. It's different from the kind of dependency we are talking about right now.
Okay.
So.
Okay, then let me break it down.
Okay.
Let's fix it into a relationship. Okay. If I tend not to depend so much on you, don't you think that personally I have trust issues or something? Like I can't depend on you. I simply can't depend on you. Don't you think that it's because I don't trust? And how is it that you be in a relationship and you don't trust?
Trusting someone is different from depending on them. And then I didn't say you shouldn't depend on them, but don't depend fully.
Okay.
It's like your whole life.
You're depending on them.
Even if you want to go and buy brush crack. Do you understand?
Oh, yes, I understand.
If the person doesn't come through, it won't happen. Like get something doing. The person will come to, like you support each other along the way.
Both genders.
Yeah. For instance, but to me, I believe my man should be earning higher than me.
Wait, say it again. I didn't understand that. Come again.
With me, I believe my man should be earning higher than me.
That means that if you are earning 5,000, I should be earning around 8,000, 10,000.
That's something I pray for. It's not like my man should be the wisest man, like the wisest person on earth. I feel like in everything, I should feel like a baby around him. It's not like I'm going to be dumb throughout the relationship. I feel like when things are not going the way I wanted them to, I feel like when I go to him, he should be able to provide me with solutions.
Oh, okay.
And then, let's say financial support too. I will do my part, but I feel like he should come in to support me when I need him.
Do you also believe that spending a man's money is way fun and better than spending your own money?
One say it's yeah, it's a one hour banana being you are happy. One brother with you, yes. It's not necessarily your man's money, it's kind of there, and then let's say someone gives you money, and you yourself need to be happy.
Need it.
Buy no much use count.
So then, don't you think that men should be also, I mean, that energy or that feeling should be reciprocated? Men should also feel that way.
Me for instance, say if my man needs my help and then I would help.
Then you can.
Yeah.
So if you also need help and your man can we put it that way? That if he can, then he should give it to you.
Yeah.
You don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, if he can. But we have this word I always look out for in relationship: effort. There are situations whereby you feel like, okay, this person has just 100 cedis, and then he's like, oh, this 100 cedis, he's spending it in a week.
Okay.
It's like, oh, this girl needs 50 cedis at the moment. Okay, let me just give it to her.
Okay.
That's aside, like him putting in effort, he's sacrificing.
Wow.
Yeah.
You like that? Are you also
like
wait? So do you believe in men that do you tend to also go with the notion that some men lead with money? They lead with money.
For me,
They
money
can't lead as a man. They
But-
lead with money. If you take away his money, he cannot lead.
Okay. I would say for me, money is a big factor. Money plays a major role to me because me I want comfort to me first place. So like money is a big deal for me. But then money alone isn't enough. Yeah.
Someone sat here and said love isn't enough. Now you are saying money isn't enough.
Yeah, for love alone isn't enough. Money alone isn't enough. So odo kakra, sika kakra,
Wow.
nyansa kakra, like everything in bits.
Like that.
Yeah. Because someone can have money and then the person no.
Do you think as women now, I don't know, I mean, you're on the social media, so you must have heard it. A lot of trends where women will be pointing out their specs. I want a man who drives. I want a man blah blah. I want a man this. Do you think that men should also have the same? I mean, like, let's say you want a man who drives. Maybe you meet me. I have a car. I drive. You tell me that spec. Should I tell you back that I also want a woman who drives?
Oh,
Do you think it's rational to also want, as a woman wants a man who drives? Do you think it's rational for a man also to want a woman
we are
who
all
drives?
human beings with different perspective and likes. So if that's what I want, you can also voice out your, let's say, what you want.
So in this instance, you don't drive. What do we do? But we are interested in each other. But then the specs is giving us that thin line.
That's up to you.
It's not
If
up
you
to
can
you.
compromise. Okay, I want someone.
Okay, I get it. You wanted the car, I have the car. Now I want you to be driver. You don't have the car. So if I can compromise,
Then you
and
go
live with
for it.
it.
If you can't, then you let the person go.
Wow, that's very blunt.
Because that's what you want. You are talking about spec. Me sitting here, I don't deal with spec. The only thing that will not make me venture into a relationship with someone is someone who is hygienically poor. Like I can't. And it's a no. Yeah. But aside someone being abusive, disrespectful, and talking about abuse is not physically, just physically, emotionally and
Mentally.
stuff. Yeah. And then someone being disrespectful. I feel other areas of the person's life could be compromised. Like
Really?
you could adjust.
Okay.
And talk things through to get each other.
So you believe that you cannot fully get everything you want in a person.
Me
One
sitting,
word you are there, you have to compromise.
me sitting here, even if you are short like that and you are good,
You like it. You are lying.
they play. You do everything I want for me. You respect me. I'm okay. I'm comfortable. You talk to me. Give me attention.
You don't mind the height.
Where I'm coming from, you understand.
Okay, I would like us to, call it a day and end this podcast. I'll definitely have you here again to shoot part 2 of this discussion. Please, thank you very much for coming into the studio to shoot with me.
You're welcome.
All right. Viewers, this is where we will end the episode on Lomotis podcast. See you same time next week. Bye-bye.